Today we're talking about something that trips up a lot of people, and that's food tracking. Not whether you should do it or not, but how you think about it. Because food tracking is just a tool, and if that tool is making you feel worse, not better, something's off. Let me explain. Most people approach tracking with an all or nothing mindset. I went over my calories, so I've ruined everything. I know this will take me over, so I won't even bother tracking it. And I've eaten too much, I'll burn it off at the gym tomorrow. And if that sounds familiar, honestly, you're not the only one. We see this all the time. This mindset doesn't just lead to burnout, it keeps you stuck in that shame spiral. Because here's the truth, tracking is not meant to make you feel guilty. It's meant to give you clarity, help you understand your habits, and help you make better decisions with food, not perfect ones. Here's what most people don't understand about tracking. When we first coach someone at the PT center, we don't say, right, let's track every calorie and every gram forever. We treat it like using stabilizers on a bike. They help you learn. They help you build balance, but eventually you take them off and then you ride on your own with confidence. Because most people aren't shown how to track properly. They use apps that confuse them. They're inconsistent. They don't weigh or estimate correctly, or they go on for 2 days and then they go off plan at the weekend and then completely stop because they think they've ruined everything. And then when they don't get results, they blame tracking. But it's not the tracking that's the problem. It's the way that they're using it. You see, back in 2015, I tracked everything. Literally every single gram, every meal, every snack, tracked with absolute honesty and consistency for 8 weeks straight. And the results, honestly, they were life-changing. Not because of how I looked, but because of what I learned. Since then, I haven't tracked a single calorie. That's nearly 10 years of staying in shape without logging a meal. Why? Because in that 8-week period, I learned how food works and what it did to me. I learned what portions were like. I learned how much protein was in 150 grams of chicken, what a high-calorie meal actually looked like, and how to balance a day if you had a big night out or an event. I built food awareness, and now I eat with intention without needing an app. That's the power of short-term intentional tracking. It teaches you how to fish, not hand you a fish. Here is how we use tracking with our clients. We give clients options because some people love tracking and some hate it. But for most, even the ones who resist, we suggest a short period of time tracking honestly. Why? Because you don't know what you don't know. You might think you're eating 1,800 calories, but it's actually more likely to be closer towards 2,500. You might think that you're getting enough protein, but you're falling short by maybe 50 grams or so every day. Tracking isn't a punishment, it's a mirror, and it shows you what you're actually doing and what's happening so that you can actually take control of your decisions. And here's how we do it. You start small and start simple. Track just 3 to 5 days really honestly, no judgment, just data. And you learn patterns, what meals help you feel full and what throws you off track. And then you adjust. Now that you've got clarity, we can tweak a few things, and that way it makes it feel more manageable. You start building meals that you love. Use what you've learned to create default meals that actually fit in with your lifestyle. And then you can eventually get to the point where you remove tracking when you're ready. Once you've built the awareness and consistency, tracking then becomes optional. But what if I don't want to track? That's totally fine. Tracking isn't the only way to do things, it's just one option. We coach plenty of clients who never track a single calorie. Instead, we focus on building structured meals and routines. We look at visual portion guidelines and portion control, eating slowly and mindfully, and hitting protein targets through simple swaps. It's about finding a method that fits in with your life, not trying to force one that doesn't. If tracking is making you feel worse, not better, don't quit, but step back and ask, what is this actually teaching me? Because food tracking should make you feel more empowered, more in control, not more restricted. It's not forever, it's just a phase, a tool, a short-term investment for long-term freedom. And once you've done that and done it properly once, you don't need to keep doing it over and over again, just like I haven't for 10 years. At the PT Center, we help you build the skills and structure to make this simple. Whether or not you track will help you build better food awareness, make more consistent progress, and drop body fat without fear or guilt. If you're ready to take back control of your nutrition without obsessing over every single bite, hit like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. See you in the next one.